Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. There's something new that is either coming in for you, it will be presented to you soon, or an opportunity showing up for you. So based on, the 4 different piles that you have to choose from, as usual, choose whichever pile or crystal or color is getting your attention the most. Now, I am basing these messages on that last video that I uploaded this morning, referring to Saturn and where responsibility lies, what you can take responsibility for. And so this hopefully will reveal to you a little bit more specific information about how you can claim more power and control and take on responsibility in your life, according to the cards, that is. So choose whichever pile or crystal. Pile 1 is pink, pile 2 is blue, pile 3 is green, and pile 4 is white. Pile 1. Well, hello to all who chose the pink calcite. So there's something you should know. Where does your responsibility lie? What new opportunity or something new coming in for you that you should, be aware of? It's going to be something that you can choose. So let's just dive into your cards and lay these out. This is a combination of oracle and astrology and tarot. Okay, so retreat. To me, that's like you being in a safe space. Okay, so astrology oracle. Your spiritual values. There will not be anxiety, meaning feeling safe, peace, being protected, feeling like you're in a safe space. Okay, and then your vision. So what's new is your vision. So this is based on Aquarius energy, and since Pluto is transiting Aquarius at the moment, then maybe you're going through some sort of a transformative process right now. But where your power lies, and maybe this is something that's already trying to get your attention, you have the power to retreat into your home or the safe space, or to feel safe in your own skin, so that you can focus on your unique personal vision. If you're needing to detach yourself from stress, anxiety, or other people's problems, this is the power that you have, or even the responsibility that you can take control of for yourself to protect yourself. Especially if you need a space so that you can practice your own beliefs, your remedies, your rituals, your spiritual values. But you also will find that you have the power to share your spiritual perspective from this safe space as well. Meaning, I don't think Saturn in your astrology is saying that you have to put yourself out there and expose, vulnerabilities or the possibility of being attacked by the media. These are things that you can do all from the safety and the comfort and the protection of your own space, your own home. And if you don't have this space yet, this is the new opportunity that is going to be presented to you soon. Remember, it's up to you to take action with whatever opportunities are showing up in your world. Wow. So there's 10 of Cups, energy. 10 of Cups, Judgment. See, you've got Pluto again. 3 of Cups. And Justice. Interesting. So this is how the universe is showing up for you, honestly. The number 11 might be significant for you. If it's your power number, 11 is a number of enlightenment. But justice also refers to you having everything that you need. The 10 of Cups is happiness within your home, your family, your safe space. and judgment. So either you're going to be making this decision to create a safe space within your home for yourself, or Pluto as a transit, along with Saturn, are going to, well, make that happen for you. When it comes to Pluto and your astrology transits, a lot of the time, well, the ego doesn't necessarily have a choice over what it creates. But these opportunities or this new energy that's showing up to support you is cause for celebration. So how many of you are just wishing to be peaceful, safe, happy? To deal with your family, your children, your land without the need to be concerned about what's happening, beyond that. You have the potential to create your own sanctuary in whatever way you prefer. So if you didn't already watch my message about Saturn, be sure and listen to that, because it's very important information right now for each and every one of us, and how we can contribute to the whole, to the collective, for positive change for everyone. Okay, and then there's also travel. So this is an event, it's a change of events. So I was already picking up on the fact that maybe some of you are going through a transition. Travel doesn't necessarily mean physically traveling or changing your location, although for some of you it could be, but usually travel represents a big significant event of change that's happening in your life in your favor. So the number 5, this further confirms that if you've been experiencing uncertainty or life is changing and you are fearful of that, where your power and your responsibility lies for yourself and or your family is basically within your home, your local community. So wherever you live at the moment or wherever you're relocating to, the more you show up with positive support for your neighbors, the more protected you're going to realize that you are, the more safe you are from events happening all across the planet. And remember, this judgment card is just saying that it's already been predetermined, according to your life path, purpose, your astrology, your numerology, which is technically your soul's purpose for being here on the planet at this time. So I do hope that you realize that you are safe, you are protected, but you have the free will to choose to believe differently. If you don't want to believe that, then please know that you're going to attract something that you fear. And I'm really trying to help everyone realize that the more you focus on that, the more you're going to attract that into your life. So when you focus on peace, safety, happiness, love, support within your local community, meaning not necessarily on the internet. The internet is out there everywhere else. It's not right there in front of you. This is where your true power lies, where you can stand up and show up and support humanity, for lack of a better word, right now, while also feeling loved, supported by the others, having everything that you need, while the world is going through some sort of changes, seemingly beyond everyone's control. So the situation is resolving itself for you to, put you in a space where you are celebrating and enjoying your life every day. Your friends, your community, looking after one another, and showing up for others in need. But again, this is more of a localized community effort, if you know what I mean. If you would love to know more about all of the power that you were born with, that you brought with you, do consider requesting a personal reading from myself. I do offer those. Astrology, but also tarot readings if you just have a specific question. But I really don't see you have anything to fear or worry about. Pile 1. And if you do worry, if you do fear, then that's just something that you're creating in your own mind. And you have the power to stop that way of thinking too, if you so choose. So I hope this is new energy that you can become aware of, that you will access and utilize and tap into, because it is there for you. Pile number 1. I'm wishing you all a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Hey there, pile number 2. If you were drawn to the blue calcite crystal, so what new energy, new opportunity is showing up for you soon? What is this new something? Okay, so I'm going to put your blue calcite over here. So this pick a card reading is kind of based off of the messages I was sharing about Saturn and the power and the responsibility that you have for yourself, the power and control that you have over your life. So let's just see what the Oracle, Astrology, and Tarot have to say for group number 2. Okay, sound. So the power that you have right now is to speak your truth, or to use your voice to create positive change in the world. Of course, it starts with you, because every word you speak, every sound that you make affects the entire collective as well. And even speaking through affirmations, this is the power that you have within you right now. Or maybe soon, some of you are going to realize when you affirm your desires to the universe, you will instantly manifest everything that you need. Now, sound also refers to healing vibrations too, but this is the power that lies within you. And I feel like it's expanding your power to create like a healing harmonic for others too. Let's look at the astrology. Okay. Neptune is your imagination, your dreams, your creativity. So you have, okay, so if this is Saturn that shows up in your astrology, your birth chart, it is your responsibility to create ways that help other people heal. And this is through sound, healing, vibration. And maybe some of you already do this. Maybe you're already taking responsibility for your life path and your purpose, and you didn't even know it. The 12th house is like the house of depth, meaning you probably have this deep, intense internal, should I call it a flame? It's like it's a desire. I don't want to say compulsion. It's just like there's this need for you to speak or to sing or to express or to create that comes from seemingly out of nowhere. And so what's happening is spiritually you're tapping into the 0 point field, and you're taking that energy and that power within yourself to have an effect and an impact on the rest of the world. And honestly, you know who? There's a celebrity I'm thinking of that has this power. It's Madonna. Just saying. So your beliefs, what you value, and you can take your voice and your creativity in whatever way works best for you. Even writing, I would think, would be, how you can take on responsibility to help not only yourself, but to help other people as well at this time in your life. And if you don't realize this yet, this is the new energy that is coming in for you over the next 13 days. And you can take charge of this. You can utilize this energy if you want to. Let's look at your tarot. Wow, okay. So this is the potential that it could bring you or allow you to feel when you use your own creative energy to help to heal the planet. Whatever you do for you, it's also going to benefit everyone else as well. Because, well, everything that all of us do affects the rest of the collective. We all tap into that universal field. So your reach is far and wide, meaning your effect by everything that you say, share, or sing it affects everything else on the planet. So are you using this in a positive way? So I'm thinking that there may be opportunities coming in for group number 2 soon for you to take advantage of a gift. Or the King of Pentacles sometimes shows up as your spiritual support, meaning you will always receive whatever you need as long as you are fulfilling your passion and your purpose. And this should be something that brings you joy because it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel helpful. You don't really have to do anything physically. You don't necessarily have to go anywhere or take action, but just tune into this invisible energy and create sound with it. That's where I think your Saturn responsibility lies. And so Saturn in the birth chart, we don't really understand it in the beginning, but Saturn helps you to create a discipline, take on responsibility for a gift that you have to share with the rest of the world. So what you believe, this is Taurus energy, so it's earth energy. And so when you utilize this part of your gift to help the rest of humanity or the planet in general, you can actually attract money-making opportunities for your gift. Just saying. So some of you, maybe you're already on this path. Maybe you've been waiting for an offer or an opportunity. But pay attention to the signs, because sometimes what you create and you put out there without any expectation in return, the universe will step in and send some abundance your way. All right. I love the fact that you have the 8 of Pentacles here. So working, creating, using your natural gift to help others. Of course, it's important to help yourself first. You need to be stable in your life and responsible for your own health and well-being before you can, assist others on their own journey, right? But 8 is the energy of empowerment. This is the magical power that you have within you. And again, it's sound, it's harmony, it's music, vibration. So even the words that you speak create a sound that it causes a ripple effect across the entire planet. So are you using your vibration wisely? Curious minds want to know. Lovely. Okay, so the power and the responsibility that you have, that you can take on, and based on your Saturn in your astrology. And of course, I don't know your actual astrology, otherwise it would reveal like what part of your life you're supposed to be taking responsibility for. But this is saying, right, when you follow your intentions and you're being authentic and you're just sharing yourself and your gift, you're naturally going to attract all of the abundance that you need to feel purposeful, creative, expressive, taken care of, worthy. But it's also you using your imagination, which you can choose to use at any time in order to change your own reality if that's what you choose to do. So I'm sure in some way this is resonating for you, but maybe some of you haven't, found the bravery enough to actually put your stuff out there. And so if you haven't done that yet, this is going to be the new opportunity that shows up for you soon. You're probably going to feel inspired to make a difference. And that's how I would pick up on this energy, even for this pick a card reading. Something is going to inspire you to honor your gift, to start creating and sharing that can help other people to heal or feel better. Or, music heals. Music also brings everybody together. It's like a huge dance party for the collective. And so that doesn't really sound like a bad responsibility to take responsibility for in your life, does it? Well, unless you're afraid to share that part of yourself. But this is where your responsibility lies at this time in the collective while things are changing. You don't even really have to say anything or try to make sense to anyone, but just create inspiration is really all you need to do. And Saturn will be very, very pleased with you. Pile number 2. So this is what's coming next, this new energy showing up for you. This is your reading, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. If you didn't listen to my last video about Saturn, very important messages there. You might want to go listen to that. It will give you some very helpful ideas and information on how you can change not only the world, but your reality first, so that you can prosper, so that you can heal, so that you can have your own dance party if that's something that you want to do on your own. All right, bye for now. Hey there, pile number 3. Welcome to your pick a card messages for today. There might be another pick a card reading later. I'm not sure yet. So if you chose the green calcite crystal, so something new is coming in for you, or a new opportunity, new energy, new something. Now, I was inspired to create this pick a card reading based on the video I already released earlier about Saturn and where your responsibility lies and how you can change your life. So be sure and check out that video as well. But let's just get started. So where do you have power and control over your life that can create a positive effect on the rest of the world? Okay, compassion. Showing up with compassion. Well, compassion for yourself is most important. I'm thinking that also maybe working on yourself, working on your energy. So as far as astrology is concerned, okay, act like a leader. Are you an energy healer? Pile number 3, look at this. 6th house, a full-time job, providing a service to humanity. Being of service to humanity. That's where your responsibility lies in this lifetime. And then your dreams. Okay, interesting. Being a part of something overwhelming. So your soul chose to incarnate and be here on the planet at this time. Because, well, you're a natural energy healer, so your ancestors probably were as well. But you wanted to create an impact that helped to heal or to shift the vibration or the energy of the collective or everything on the planet. Sounds like a big job, doesn't it? But actually, you can do this from your own home. You don't even have to do it directly. You can change the energy just through your intention. You can connect with nature, the sky, animals, something else. But also part of your responsibility is to take on or to create harmonious, positive change on the planet at this time, while also making your own personal dreams come true. So there's something that you've been wishing for. And again, you've probably been working on yourself, your higher self. So what happens is when you take responsibility for yourself and your capacity to heal, to love, to show compassion for, your own personal dreams will also come true for you. And that's the biggest message that's coming through in your pile. Okay. So, and this dream of yours will bring you, actually it's you bringing yourself when you become authentic and you use your gift of energy to heal whatever. This is metaphysics. You have the power to affect everything. It will bring you financial stability. Okay, but you may also be wishing to go into hermit mode. Maybe some of you work alone. You prefer to work alone. But some of you may end up realizing or discovering that you will sacrifice your some of your personal needs, like thinking that you need to have things or stuff that you don't necessarily need to have, so that you can simply be free and enjoy and create and heal and be protected from the yuck that's happening on the rest of the planet. Wow. You definitely have spiritual protection. It came in with you, with your incarnation, with your soul, into this life path, experience, and purpose. Your purpose is to heal. And the crazy thing is that this should come natural to you. It's probably something that you were drawn towards. It's something that you want to do because it feels right. And the other cool thing is that you don't even have to do it physically, like hands-on, like Reiki, for example. Reiki is wonderful. I'm a Reiki master. But I did hands-on Reiki for a while, and then I realized it was like, it doesn't have to be direct. An energy healer has the power to heal everything simply by your intention. And you can be in your space. Maybe you're wishing to be in the cabin in the mountains, away from all the yuck. You know what I mean. But also being supported, having enough, and also being spiritually protected. Is this something that you've been wishing for? Okay, and of course, so 7 of Swords, again, so this is avoiding the yuck. So this isn't only the power that you have to create in your life as your own reality, but it's also bringing you the gift of, see, to me, this is like escaping. It's like you're avoiding all of the chaos in your space. When you focus on the heart, unconditional love, compassion, healing, and you know what I mean. If you're an energy healer, then you know exactly what I mean. You can and will create a reality that is a healing sanctuary where you can, if you want to meditate all day long, you're perfectly able to do that all day long. Because when you choose to become a vessel for spiritual purposes, you're also using your body to tune it like an instrument that can help heal the entire planet if you so choose. So you avoid all the other junk. 7 is also the energy of trust, but it's also an experience. You have Aquarius energy here as well. So this even confirms that maybe your Saturn placement in your astrology chart when you were born shows that you were learning how to take responsibility in this role. But the only way that we can learn how to take responsibility for our healing capacities is to, heal ourselves first, to learn how to tune our vessel to align with the divine. Okay, and then furthermore, so a cycle of increase. So this is a cycle of events, and creativity. Let me put this up here. So, honestly, from my perspective, the role that you have, the responsibility that you need to take on in your life is a creative one. Taking on creative responsibility to find many different ways to heal, to transmute, to love, to show compassion, to maybe help other people, if that's something that comes into your, but look at it. This is you working your specific intentions to help the planet. So, some of you might be thinking, okay, well, what's the proof of this? Where is this? Where is this? Well, this happens when you become authentic and you start putting your power and taking responsibility for the gift that you have. Energy goes where your attention flows, and then you receive positive benefits in response to that. That's for those who choose to become a spiritual vessel, a vessel for spirit. You put your energy out there, and you trust and you know that you will receive what you need in order to keep yourself in this sanctuary, this healing sanctuary that you are creating for yourself. So some of you might be thinking, oh, this sounds wonderful, but this hasn't happened. So this might be the new opportunity, the new inspiration that is showing up for you soon, or maybe even new information. It could be, maybe I just planted a new thought in your head. I was like, ooh, this is what I want. But first, to make your dreams come true, you create the foundation and you embody that through your daily intentions, your practices. You have to take physical action and commit to your goal as well. And when you do so, when you start living this way with intention, your external reality will begin to change to support everything that you are working on. That's how you make your wishes and your dreams come true. This is how you attract spiritual abundance from the universe, that protection. But this is also something that you are probably born with. It's probably there in your astrology chart somewhere. But maybe you don't know that because, well, maybe you don't think astrology means anything. But your astrology is everything. It's who you came here to be. So act like a leader. Act like the leader, energy healer that you are. First heal your energy. You will totally transform your reality. Okay. I feel like your power is also progressive. That's what the cycle and increase in moving forward. It's like a creative event, but it's almost like you're always energetically on the go, refining, retuning, redefining your vessel, healing, surrendering, progressive thinking, all for, well, the purpose of evolution for humanity and the earth, or whatever it is your specific focus is on. So, wow, pile number 3s. How much of this were you already aware of? Are you creating this daily practice, this daily routine, so that you can do this? Because trust me, when you show the universe that you're making this effort, this is what you want, this is what you're doing, you're choosing, you're participating, you're physically acting with this intention, you are healing. Everything else will show up to match that. It's the only way. It doesn't happen the other way around. So you will receive based on the energy that you put out there. And this is for everyone, not just pile number 3. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video reading. Again, this was kind of based on the other video I released this morning about Saturn. I shared a lot of really helpful information in that video. If you didn't already listen to that, please do go back and listen to that, watch that video, because it will tell you exactly how to do this. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed your video, pile number 3. If you did, please do click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 4. If you chose the white calcite crystal, so there's something new or a new opportunity that's going to be showing up for you soon. And this pick a card reading is based off of the video I released earlier, where I was talking about Saturn and where your responsibility lies, or where Saturn is in your astrology. So let's just take a look at the oracle, the tarot, and the astrology as a pick a card reading to see what new opportunity is showing up for you soon, or where does your responsibility lie in this lifetime? What are you supposed to be focusing on? Okay, boundaries. Interesting. So there's boundaries, and then there's, okay, astrology. Your north node, have faith, do not worry. Okay, the 8th house. So it's like your power or other people's power. Are you going to set up boundaries and let other people take advantage of you? Or are you going to, do you have to surrender to somebody else's power? Maybe in this lifetime you're learning how to set boundaries, right? So you can defend yourself and stand up for yourself. Okay, but your responsibility also lies within family, home. Ooh, so you brought with you the Wheel of Fortune into this life. Queen of Wands. All right, so your vision, you're probably intuitive. So your responsibility lies, boundaries. I feel like Saturn in your birth chart, maybe you were born with Saturn in Pisces, because that creates a lot of fear. You might feel like these are blockages, but there's something that you're afraid of, but it's something that you can't see, and maybe that's what makes it more scary. So according to your life path, your theme, or your astrology, your responsibilities are to learn to create or set boundaries for yourself, but also to realize that there's nothing for you to fear. So easier said than done, right? Let's look at your other card. Ace of Pentacles. So the pentacle can be a magical talisman, or the power that you have, or plenty of opportunities showing up for you in your life. Oh, to like claim your own independence. Now these are just some thoughts that are coming out. But maybe in this lifetime you're learning how to take responsibility for yourself and stop surrendering yourself to everyone else. And it doesn't mean that you don't sacrifice for, your family, because that's just natural, right? We want to make sacrifices for the sake of our family, because sometimes family is more important. But I feel like in this life you're meant to be discovering your own power, maybe claiming your own independence sooner or later. Maybe you're going to wait until your children are grown, or that you're, but there's something intuitive that you have the power to create, to take responsibility for. And this is a vision. So this could be your own psychic vision, intuitive visions for the future. It's also creative. But I feel like this responsibility that you have, or Saturn in your chart, is also helping you to create something for yourself, but also to protect yourself, right? To have boundaries so that you are protected from like the external forces. I know it sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? But you were born blessed. So you're blessed with protection. You're blessed by always having enough money. Maybe you have plenty of family around you that you're always going to be supported by. So again, there's something here with the 8th house, and I don't know how that plays out in your life path or in your transits, but you have the capacity to use other people's resources, or you can create your own. So some of you may end up choosing to go off independently and supporting yourself on your own, but others may choose to stay with their family. And if this is a pick a card reading for like an event that's going to, something new being offered to you, there might be something significant that happens in your immediate future that is going to bring you that opportunity, either to take a job to become more independent, right? Or maybe you need something to support your family. But there's definitely plenty of opportunities that are showing up for you. But what's also really interesting here is that I feel like group 4, whenever you are serious about something that you need to take care of yourself and everyone else and protect your boundaries, this good luck and good fortune that you were born with, that you brought with you in your astrology, is naturally going to send that to you. All you have to do is ask for that. That's where I think your power lies, and your gift and your responsibility to yourself and your family. So this isn't even something, or like your gift, that is required you to share with the rest of the world, like on the internet. This is something that you can use just for your own community, your hometown, or even just your family or yourself, if you so choose. You don't have to take on that worldly role, right? And put yourself out there. You know what I mean? So this last card here. Okay. So, right. Family, friends, and guide. So this is where your responsibility lies. You're learning how to support your family, but also develop your intuition, but also realize your gifts, your truth, enhance your mediumship qualities or your clairvoyancies, and create your own vision, create your own life ultimately too, if you so choose. So this is who is here supporting you in this lifetime. So it's family, friends, and your spirit guides, your immediate environment, technically. But this is just a pick a card reading. So how does Saturn actually show up in your astrology chart, your natal chart, right? Which is your whole life purpose to take on this responsibility, this role. And Saturn also works as a transit. So there's some new opportunities, blessings, good fortune coming in for group number 4 soon. I hope you enjoyed this pick a card reading. If you did, please do click the like button. And you're always welcome to comment as well if you so choose. But this is the new energy or your new potential responsibility that you can or that you're meant to take on in your life path in this lifetime. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in another video. Bye for now.